YouTube? Welcome to Cosmic Vinyl. I'm Cosmic Brian, your host. Check out my new shirt. You dig it? Don't talk to strangers, because they might be aliens. God, if only I could have gotten abducted by an alien. Maybe I did. Maybe that would explain a few things. Welcome, guys. Hey, we're going to do a quick contest video, so welcome aboard. You're about to take off on the Starship Cosmonaut here, because we're going to show everything that is rock and roll from galaxy to freaking shining galaxy. So welcome in. Hey, please join me in a little taste of the Miller Lite or whatever you got cooking. Hey, check it out. Got a new koozie too. I busted this koozie out just to match everything else that I have on, the alien, the shirt. So hoist them up for a quick big chug for this contest video. Pretty cool channel we're doing a contest video for too.
Chug.
Oh, yes, my good friend, of course.
Whoa! I almost took on more than I could handle. Anyway, so this contest video is for a guy that's been around the vinyl community for a long time. And I was a little confused when I seen that he was doing a contest for 100 subs. I was like, what? Man, who you fooling? You've been around this vinyl community for years, fella. But it's Ron Haggerty. He switched his, did kind of a reboot, so to speak. So it's Ron Haggerty's Vinyl Pasta, which is actually a really cool name. Travissimo, Ron Haggerty. All right, so the contest is this. It's for his celebrating 100 subs. It's called My Favorite Year in Music. Now, I didn't even give this much thought, because every year that has music is my favorite year in music. But I seriously, I didn't have a whole lot of problem just thinking about it. I just said, I'm going to do 1979, and that's what I'm doing. So, I'm going to do the year 1979. Did I tell you that already? I think I did, didn't I? So anyway, 6 questions. The first one is this, show an overrated album. So I'm going to show an overrated album from 1979. And I'm going to throw a little disclaimer in there too, because Ron did the same thing with his video. Just because I say this is overrated doesn't mean it's not a great album, because this album is actually one of my favorite albums of all time. And it's just, the reason I'm choosing it is because if you were a teenager back in '79, when this came out, you couldn't turn the radio on without hearing the hit song off of this. It was constantly being played. It was being shoved down your throat like a sausage. What? I'm not sure what I meant by that. But anyway, the album I'm talking about is, The album that I'm talking about is Get the Knack by The Knack. Now, I'm telling you, this thing was, My Sharona, the hit off of this, was getting played to death when it first came out. But look how cool they look right there. I love it. Kind of Beatle-esque. You can see the Beatle influence there. Great pop songs, teen angst, just great stuff. Tongue-in-cheek sexual innuendo kind of stuff. But the Knack were amazing. Just got played to death. In fact, I had the 45 of My Sharona, and at that same time I bought another 45 for the song Don't Bring Me Down by ELO. And I literally would pick up the needle off of the one, throw the other one on, and just go back and forth for like 2 hours. So Get the Knack by The Knack is my first. Oh, I forgot to show you this. We're listening to a little soundtrack for The Last American Virgin, probably early 80s more than 79, but what a great movie and soundtrack. Hope I don't get dinged by the YouTube police. I better pull a little volume off it just in case. Alright, and then an underrated album. Now, I tried to do this. I like show albums that I either haven't shown in a really long time or that I have never shown. And I don't recall ever showing this album in a video. But an underrated album from 1979 is this Supertramp record, Breakfast in America. This album was all, I mean, when it came out, it got a lot of airplay too. But I don't know that I've ever seen anybody show this. I'm sure they have. But this doesn't get it. Supertramp doesn't get near the love they deserve in the vinyl community. And this has some great songs too. It's got the Logical song, which is absolutely just an outstanding song. Goodbye Stranger, Breakfast in America, Take the Long Way Home. If you aren't familiar with the channel, The Professor of Rock, I've mentioned him in my last 3 videos. He does a little segment on this album and how it was made, and I guess the guy that's the leader of this band was a bit of a perfectionist, kind of a tyrant a little bit too, but man, this record was just chock full of hits and deserves much more love, and it sounds great on a good stereo. It's just fantabulous. So my underrated record is Supertramp, Breakfast in America. Now we're going to show a comeback record. Now, I'm not sure that this band ever did like just go away, but they had one of the biggest albums of all time in The Dark Side of the Moon. I mean, it literally stayed on the charts longer than almost any album in history. And I'm talking about Pink Floyd. But then when they came out with this in 1979, which was Pink Floyd The Wall, there's the gatefold there. This thing took the music industry by storm. It took your radio waves by storm. Another Brick in the Wall, the song. We don't need no education. Bam. That, Comfortably Numb. I Need a Dirty Woman. I mean, this was a great, it was a soundtrack, a movie, and as far as I'm concerned, this was a triumphant return for Pink Floyd. This album doesn't get much love in the vinyl community either, which, oh my god, look at the back. I should have showed you the back. It's way cooler than the front. Check it out. Way cooler than the front. But anyway, Pink Floyd, The Wall is my comeback album. And then you're supposed to show a debut album. Now, I actually picked this up. I was down here on I didn't move down here yet, but I was down here on a visit, and I went to a record show, but I also went to some record stores before I went to the record show, and one of the places I went was Vintage Vinyl, and I picked up this debut record by this band, Cowboys International, and the album's called The Original Sin. As you can see, it looks like a radio station promo. It's got the time slip or whatever they call that there. It's got the gold stamp there. It's also got the white label on Virgin Records. So it's just an all-round promotional record. No big deal. Just a promo. Not for sale. I got it. You don't. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I picked this up. This is like, not only is this band's debut record, but it's their only record, unfortunately. And this is like proto-punk, new wave, alt-rock, British band. This was like a precursor to like the new romantic genre of music. But yeah, it's kind of Gary Newman-esque. Brian Eno comes to mind. Psychedelic Furs. I'll give you a better look at the cover there. I bought this totally blind, by the way. And I love this record. Great record. If you don't have it, pick it up. And then my wish list record, I'll hold it up right here. My wish list record would be Machine Gun Etiquette by The Damned. Man, I really want that album. I actually seen that one of my record stores just got it in. I need to rush out and pick it up, maybe tomorrow. But my wish list record from 1979 is Machine Gun Etiquette by The Damned. I kind of got the Captain Sensible look going here today, right? Huh? Anyway, okay, so now I'm going to show my top 5 records. That's the 6th question. Show your top 5 records of 1979. If you're into hard rock from late 70s, early 80s, you cannot leave this out of that list. AC/DC, Highway to Hell. Love that cover. Rest in peace, Bon Scott. Check out Angus there. He doesn't even hardly look like Angus Young, but it is. I mean, and then you've got Rest in Peace, Malcolm as well. Just a great album. This one's been through it a little bit. I've had this for a long time. But I love this record. Highway to Hell is just the best of the Bon Scott era. And man, when I was in high school, we every other car driving around up and down the drag was cranking this on their stereo. That's definitely one of my favorites. And then this album right here, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Damn the Torpedoes. Man, what a absolutely amazing record. I mean, when I heard the song Refugee, I was hooked. I love that song. It's a great picture on the inner sleeve there of Tom Petty. God dang it. Man, of all the artists that have died recently, you know, Prince, Tom Petty, Eddie Van Halen, man, I really, this one kind of got me pretty good. It's got, and this album's got Don't Do Me Like That, Even the Losers, God, Refugee. This is just a killer record. When I first heard this, he was more like not so Americana or whatever, but he was more like, you know, had like almost a punkiness, not a punkiness, but a, you know, that kind of attitude towards it. And gosh, fantastic record. Couldn't leave that out of my top 5 of 79. And then, being a huge Cars fan, I had to enlist Candio into my top 5. I just love that picture on the inner sleeve. God, I wish I had a big poster of that, because that is just so cool. What a great power pop band. I mean, most of their early albums were just like greatest hits album, and this one's no different. Let's Go. Man, Night Spots is such a great song. God, I thought there was another one on here that I really dug. Must be on a different album. But yeah, this is just a little bit more edgy before they got, you know, more commercial. But yeah, what a great cover. What a great record. The Cars, Candio. And then if I'm going to keep showing power pop, you got to bring this band in. 1979 was the release of The Dream Police by Cheap Trick. Another fantastic record sleeve. Gotta set this down. And this has an amazing gatefold too. Check that out. That is great. A lineup. I just love it. Just a great. I think the inner sleeve is really cool too. Let me grab that. Oh yeah, that's poster worthy right there itself, for sure. I'll try and get some of that glare off of it. But yeah, Dream Police by the Cheap Trick. What a great record. And then for my number 5 record, now there might be a little debate here as to whether this was actually released in 79 or 80. But I believe it was released maybe in Britain in 79, but it did come out in America in 1980, I believe. But this is the Split Ends. This is True Colors with the great song I Got You, which was an early staple video on MTV. And this album comes in all different color variants of different colors. Sometimes it's red and black and green and blue, and this is the one that I have. But yeah, Split Ends, I Got You. If you don't know that song, check it out. And in case that does fall into the old controversial, maybe not the right ear, I busted out this one as well, Blondie Eat to the Beat. This was definitely released in '79, and this is a great Blondie record. I mean, it's got Atomic on it, which is one of my favorite songs from the late '70s. Dreamin' was the big hit off of this. Just these guys were just so cool. Her band was just so cool. The whole band, but I'm talking besides Debbie Harry. Clem Burke, what a great drummer. Just a fantastic record. So there you have it, and congratulations on your 100 subs, Ron. And Ron, check out Ron Haggerty. Ron is a great cat, just really down to earth. Great taste in music, metal, throws in a little bit of other stuff too, so go check out his channel. I'll put the link below. Hey man, I hope they like this, Ron. I hope you guys dug it out there in the vinyl community. Hey man, stay safe, stay cool, and stay cosmic. Love ya. I'm gonna push the button and you're gonna disappear. Goodbye.